What's up, Jeremiahans? How are you guys doing today? Welcome back to another video. Some of my subscribers and my viewers in my channel are just starting out and are just beginning to learn the keyboard, and they love the DJ groove creator styles on the Yamaha PSR-E463. But there is one massive problem. The Yamaha PSR-E463 costs almost US $300. What if you want to make some music, want to be a DJ, want to mix some sounds, want to do some filters and put some effects and chain up a song without having much or if any musical knowledge? I have got the Casio LK-135 and I will be going through with you the features, the functions, the voices, the styles, as well as how to use the DJ function. In fact, the selling point of this keyboard is the lighted keys function, so you can follow the lights of the keys as you play along and learn your favorite tunes. Who knows, you might even play Chopin's music or Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata on this beginner keyboard that costs less than US $80. The other selling point of this keyboard is the DJ function, dance music function, and Casio call it the EDM dance music function on this keyboard. And there'll be various features and functions you can use to vary the sound, high pass filter, low pass filter, modulating the effects, cutting out certain phrases, adding bass and etc. on this keyboard. I am excited, so let's get round to listening to how this little keyboard sounds like. Let us start with how the external part of the keyboard looks like. On the panel here, we have a power button as well as the volume up and down button. There's no knobs, which is why they are able to bring the cost down. And here we have the song bank as well as the rhythm controller that we can use later on in our DJ patterns. And we have synchro start as well as fill in, start stop, accompaniment and chords. On this model, there isn't any intro or ending. And there also isn't any variation to the rhythms. Let's look at the available rhythms. There are 70 rhythms ranging from 8-beat, ballad, dance pops, rock, as well as piano rhythms. We'll have a listen to the rhythms later on. And next we'll look at the tones. We have a bunch of piano and electric pianos, chromatic percussion instruments, some organ, guitars, bass, reed, pipe. We have quite a bit of synth lead sound, synth pad sound, which is suitable for this instrument because it is very EDM music centric. If you have a look at here, there are actually 50 dance music patterns. 01 to 35 is the EDM, electronic dance music, and 36 to 45 we have house music, and we have hip hop from 46 to 50. And there are also different kinds of drum sets that you can use to create your little own beats if you want to. There is no recorder on this function though. To select the tones, we have the tone button, to select the rhythm, and to select songs from the sound bank. And to use the dance music, the 50 dance music, we will use this button here to adjust the tempo. We hit the tempo button and key in the corresponding tempo that we want. There is no dial function and no knobs as well. We also have a lesson function and easy mode for those who are just really basic starting out, and the function button to access the various further functions inside this keyboard. There's also 100 song banks. I believe that a lot of students would actually be using this keyboard to learn along with basic songs like Auld Lang Syne, Michael Rowed Aboard the Shore, Danny Boy, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Who Can Ever Miss It, as well as a lot of Christmas songs, Joy to the World, Jingle Bells. And we have piano classics. Familiar ones are like the Pathetic Sonata. Yes, I remember that. Spring from the Four Seasons, Habanera, I like that. Hungarian dances, Minuet in G major. Yes, and I was saying earlier on, we have Chopin, and we also have the Moonlight Sonata. Next, let's look at the keys. There are 61 piano-like keys. It's boxed up like this, but it is not weighted. Neither is it graded hammer. It feels very soft to the touch. Quite silent though. And here we have little cymbals that we can use to bring in and out the drums as well as the bass and synthesizer phrases. in the EDM dance music section that we will go through later on, and there are different effects that we can apply, and there are 4 effects here that we can use to modify the dance music later on. The first one is the low pass filter, second one is the high pass filter, next we have flanger, and we have lo-fi. Next, let's look at the connectivity of this keyboard. There is only a headphones jack and an output, as well as a power connector in. This keyboard also takes batteries as well, your usual normal AA batteries. It's quite unfortunate there's no input for a sustain pedal, so we cannot play long sustain sounds for the piano. We also have a very simple music stand that's just like a wireframe. The very first sound that we have on the keyboard is the grand piano sound, and we're gonna have a listen to it in a minute. So you want to make sure that you are using headphones, because I am recording this using a good quality digital audio direct out to my laptop, and not just using like speakers and recording surrounding sounds. So if you want to know how this really sounds like when recorded and in a mix, please make sure you go and pause this video and put on your pair of headphones. So let's have a listen at the grand piano, and there's no sustain pedal available, so we'll just use whatever is available. You can see that the keys light up as I play. Okay, let's have a listen to perhaps a electric piano sound. So this keyboard has 2-watt speakers on each side. To give the amplification, it is not very loud, but it is good enough for what we are trying to do here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play an accompaniment while I play the electronic piano sound. So I'm going to choose a rhythm from the list here. Let's try and see how it goes. There's no intro and ending. We just make sure accompaniment is turned on. The good thing to know is that unlike Yamaha, which doesn't support fingered on bass accompaniment mode except on their S series, so all the E series are not available with the fingered on bass unless you buy their expensive $700-800 US keyboard. Casio has made their fingered on bass mode available even on a basic $80 US keyboard. So here we have Jazz Waltz with the electronic piano. Okay, it doesn't sound too bad. Let's have a listen to perhaps some of their reed sound and see how it goes. That's their soprano saxophone. Alto. Tenor. Perhaps let's play it with a beat, maybe 16-bit shuffle. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's have a listen to their organs, perhaps. That's the drawbar. Percussive. Okay, let's listen to their ensemble. How does the ensemble sounds like? Strings. Let me turn off accompaniment. What about the choir? Okay, let's listen to the song bank. The whole point of this instrument is to play with the songs that's available here. So let's have a listen to perhaps Danny Boy. You can see the chords are lit up on the left hand and you're supposed to follow. Not too bad. Let's have a listen to some of their more classical pieces. Oh, it's not the piano version. It is an orchestrated version. I'm just trying to follow the lights here. So that doesn't come with a songbook for me to follow. So I'm just using whatever I think it is. Okay, now let's look at the main part of this keyboard. Let me just slide the keyboard a bit to the side here because we want to have a look. So there are 50 EDM voices here and we're going to choose one of them in a while. And I'm going to slide the keyboard back because the main thing are all these features that you can use to control the EDM music. So I'm going to choose, okay, we're going to choose Acid Dance number 24. And what we're going to do is we're going to press start. And you can see is lit up here what you can turn on and off. Let me just bring it further to the side and you can have a look. So the keys will tell us what we can turn on and off. You can cut the drums. You can cut the bass. You can cut the synth and turn back on the bass. Turn back on the drums. See, you can turn on the second phrase. Second synthesizer phrase. You can turn a different bass pattern on. Different drums. Turn off the synth. And only have the drums. And you can apply the filters here, right? We have the high pass filter. This is the low pass filter, high pass filter. Low pass filter, basically only the low noises will come through. So even if you have everything on, if you turn this on, you realize it cuts everything and only let the lower frequencies through. If you press this, it only lets the higher frequencies through. And this is a flanger effect. It vibrates and distorts the sound accordingly. And we have lo-fi. You see that? Adds distortion. A lot of noise to it. Give it a right edgy feel. And the final button is a reset. Let's change the drum pattern. Change the bass pattern. Change to a different synthesizer phrase. So you can have up to 2 synthesizer phrases at the same time because we have synthesizer 1A, 1B, 1C, 2A, 2B, 2C. So you can mix synthesizer 1B with synthesizer 2B. Let's try another beat. So right now by default, drum A, bass A, synth 1A and synth 2A is on. Let's put on the low pass. You realize that all the top frequencies are gone. Let's cut the bass. Cut one of the synth. Change the drums. Add a different pattern. Introduce the bass. Let's go lo-fi. Reset it. Drum beat, different bass pattern, and let's increase the tempo. And finally, we're gonna turn it off. There you go. I hope you guys love this review. Make sure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments, and share. Most importantly, you want to share this video with friends whom you think will be interested in buying this keyboard. Till the next time, bye-bye.